I just want to give you example of some organizational structure for your understanding in terms of leadership, in terms of management, how they do it, why they are successful, how, organizational structure is really critical in your organization, and how you do it, how you organize your work, in terms of the problem solving, in terms of decision making, in terms of accountability, the freedom to think, and the thinking environment, decision making, level of decision making, level of authorities. Very important that you put this into consideration when you are uh, developing your organization. An example that I want to give you is the flat structure, which we're having the CEO, then all the people of these people. There are more of this. I just give you this example, but there are more. All these people, all these leaders are reporting directly to the CEO. GM sales, direct line to the CEO. GM operations, GM for distribution and logistics, GM for marketing, GM for product development. Some company call this research and development. GM from farming, GM for HR. As you can see the line, the direct line to the CEO. GM administration, GM finance, GM quality management system, and GM quality assurance, and many others. Okay. What is the advantage of this organization? I'd like to tell you that. Okay. These GMs, if they want to propose something to the CEO, because the CEO will make the decision, they have certain level of decision making. But final decision could be the CEO, especially when it comes to business, big business changes, no, big change management in terms of additional plant, in terms of additional company, buying more trucks and trailers. They're costing millions of pesos. You need the approval of the CEO. This is an advantage for all the GM because what? Because they're directly reporting to the CEO. All of these guys are reporting directly to the CEO. I can just talk without even outside of the executive committee meetings. Outside of that, they will directly talk to the CEO. It could be informal talks, or it could be formal talks in his office, and ask for something, ask for propose, want to propose something rather. I propose GM sales. I propose GM that I'm going to double the demand, the forecast, sales forecast for next year, for the next 5 years. I'm going to double it. Okay. And I need this. In order for me to achieve that, I need this. So what does he mean? And he said that it means it entails cost. When you are doubling, you need more people, you need more sales rep, you need more merchandiser, you need equipment, you need road trucks, When you are proposing, you need all this. It entails cost. When the GM operation is where you have the manufacturing, where you have the engineering, where you have the warehouses, the inbound, outbound warehouse. That's the GM. That's the operations. Okay, the GM sales propose this double. The GM operations says, I don't have the capacity. I need to put another plant, maybe 100 metric tons per hour capacity, rated capacity of the plant. I need to put this in place for me to be able to address the demand of the sales. Oh, CEO, I want your approval. Again, the GM distribution and logistics says, I don't have trucks. I don't have enough space for our logistics, inbound, outbound logistics. We need to double the warehouses, the space, the pallet tracking system, the automation of the, they call it ASRS, automatic storage and retrieval system. We need robot pick and place systems in place. Okay, it entails cost. It will have a capex, capital expenditures. GM marketing, we need more people to do our marketing. We need to put more ads, no, commercial. Marketing said, we need to put more commercial on YouTube's, commercial on television, print ads. Need more money. GM product development, we need to, develop new products. We need to develop the existing products. We need, it entails cost. GM farming also, we need to, if they're having poultry business, we need more farms. Okay, they need to buy more land for the farms. Okay, poultry or dairy manufacturing, they need more milking cows. They need more silo in the farms, pumping system in the farms. They need more tractors, equipment, etc. GMHR need to recruit more people. We need more money. We need to buy system, no computerized system. Imagine the company that I had worked previously was having 30,000 employees. Can you imagine that across the Middle East? That's a huge, huge organization. GM admin, GM finance, etc. They all report to the CEO. It's easy to propose to the CEO. That's their advantage. What is the advantage of CEO? Nothing. Nothing. He's got disadvantage. He's on the disadvantage. Why? There are so many people talking to him, giving him problems. No, not actually giving him problems to solve, because these people already solved the problems. They just want to propose it. Maybe they made a gap analysis, they made a cost and benefits analysis, etc. And then they come up with a resolution, they come up with a proposal, and they're proposing to the CEO. So CEO is just making a decision, but he still, excuse me, he still has to consider, still has to review. And he also has to have, in terms of technical know-how, a management breadth. Just because he's a CEO, he will just make decision without knowing anything about it. No, he should know so many things in terms of the technical aspects, in terms of the technology. Like, for example, GM operations is proposing technology. He has to know about the technology in terms of the automation, in terms of the distribution and logistics, saying that he needs to have a pick and place robot to improve the efficiency of the line, increase the efficiency from maybe perhaps 90% to 98, 99% efficiency. That would mean something big, increasing his efficiency like that. And the CEO would consider that. What would happen? What would happen to the CEO? That's why it's good to have a face-to-face training, so that I could have your reaction right away. He will burn out. The CEO will get burned out because too much pressure you put on him. You put too much things on his table, on his plate, on his table. You're putting all of these guys, and this is just minimal. There are more guys like this. More GMs in other area of operation, in other functions. You're putting too much on his table. He's pressured now. He's pressured to deliver. When it comes to putting up new plans, putting up new businesses, diversifying, putting more SBU, strategic business units. CEO will not only want to decide, he will go to the board of directors. Of course, he will go to the owner of the companies. Okay. Operational decision, business decision, operational decision. Okay. He can do it finally on his side. But when it comes to buying new companies, especially if that company is worth like 10 billion, 20 billion, like Cosmos was sold to San Miguel Corporation in billions. I was there when they were doing due diligence. Okay, it's a multi-billion decision. So the CEO will go to the stockholders, the chairman of the board and the board of directors, to make the final decision whether or not they're gonna install a new company, install a new manufacturing plant, and installing a manufacturing plant will have maybe between 100 to 200 or 300 million pesos. That's 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 the, or even 500 million pesos, or even 1 billion, no? Depending on the scale, the size of the plant. So because you're buying state-of-the-art production, how many production lines that you're going to put, like filling machines, packaging, packing machines. Maybe you put plastic manufacturing, you operate or you manufacture your own packaging products. Okay. So it needs more money. You need partnership also. You need to get partners, business partners, to invest for you, investor to invest for you. Okay. So this is the problem with it. This is the drawback. CEO is having problems now because he's not only dealing with sales, he's also dealing with operations, he's dealing with logistics, he's dealing with marketing development. So you see how broad the CEO in terms of technical know-how, in terms of management breadth, in terms of thinking environment, his accountability is greater. That's why he's having that kind of grade. Okay, his grade is higher, and he's receiving much higher salary because of that reason. Okay, so that is a flat structure. You decide whether you go for that structure. As far as Almaray is concerned, that is the structure that we had. I'll give you another structure. This is what I call layered structure. This is not actually. No. This is not. This is just coming from my imagination. Huh? I'm just giving you this just to emphasize my point of having a layered structure. It doesn't mean that this BP is reporting to the BP or to the EVP or the SVP. Senior Vice President, Vice President, Executive Vice President, Assistant Vice President, etc. So what I'm just saying here is there is now a COO, especially if you're having multiple strategic business unit, SBU. You need more CEO for each SBU. Like you're a company, food company, for example, you have a cheese business, cheese manufacturing plant, or cheese business. You're producing mozzarella, jar cheese, ball cheese, triangle cheese, all kinds of cheese. And then another company, poultry. You put another CEO, poultry business. You have dressing plant, you have contract growers, you have feed mills, etc. And then you have another company, beverage company. So another SBU. So you put another CEO there. You don't know, the CEO will not manage all this SBU. Otherwise, he'll go crazy. Okay? In layman's terms, he will go crazy. Okay? So, layered means the problem solving is delegated. The decision making, there is a certain level of decision making. Tactical decision, operational decision. Okay? So many decision making, so many problem solving, so many minds, so many brains are working together. Maybe in terms of progress, there will be delay in terms of progress of the business because there's so many layers of decision making, and problem solving. So this is the layered structure. Okay. Layered structure. I give you example of layered structure in manufacturing. CEO. Okay. GM operations report to CEO. Divisional manufacturing managers reports to GM operations. Manufacturing manager reports to divisional. Senior production manager report to manufacturing manager production. So this is layer. The problem of this, the good thing about this is that you are able to solve the problems in every level. It does not have to go up the level of authorities. It may be within your area. It's already solved the problem. Okay. If the problem is not solved within the line of team leader, then it will go up to supervisor. If already solved, then it's okay. Another problem crops up, he will solve it and not able to solve it, escalate it to team manager. Team manager is not able to solve it, escalate it to senior team manager. The production manager will make a decision, and he said, this is not within my level of authority. I will escalate it to senior production manager. Senior production manager will escalate to manager. So this is the layered structure. Okay. This is the layered structure. It has advantage in terms of people are working together, building a team. They are having a team effort in terms of problem solving, in terms of decision making, in terms of finding the root cause of the problem, in terms of finding the skill gaps, in terms of finding the resolution and making the recommendations, things like that. Decision making. Okay. The problem is the company is paying more money, more people working. Why? Because if you are having a huge organization, can you imagine when I said 30,000 employees and you only have one production manager, you only have one engineering manager, you'll not be able to solve the problem. For example, production manager could be 20,